Hi guys, this is Joy. Today I'm going to show you how to use multisim for designing multiplexer circuits. For this, let me just open up the circuit. Here you can see the multiplexer circuit already been designed, and the IC have been used, that is 74151, which is an 8:1 multiplexer. What is a multiplexer? Multiplexer is many to one circuit. That means you can have many input lines, but will have only one outputs through the output lines. Here the 8 input lines are D0 through D7, and the outputs Y and Y complement has been given here, and which input line will go through to the output is selected by these select lines A, B and C, collectively known as select lines, and the number of select lines is desired or determined from these data lines, or number of data lines, and related to the formula to the power n. If you have root to the power n number of input data lines, you need to have n number of select lines here. That means here 8 data lines root to the power 3, so I have used 3 select lines, and one extra pin is given in every chip. That is given, they said to be the enable chip, that is G here. You need to connect to the ground, and it takes the active low signal. If it hadn't been grounded, the IC wouldn't have been in operative condition, and the outputs will not be shown properly. And as you can see here, I have used a simple bar structure to connect the inputs. The 8 input data lines at D0 through D7 have been shown here. 3 select lines S0, S1 and S2 shown at S0 connected through to A, S1 connected to B and S2 connected to C, and VCC connected through this bus. Ground is connected here, and I have used similarly SPDT switches here. As you can see, this line is connected through D0, this is connected through VCC, and this is connected through ground. And in this way, every switch has been connected to a single line in this IC, and one is connected to VCC, another one is through ground. Now, what is this bus structure? This bus structure gets simplifies or used for simplifying the simple circuit in a multisim circuit simulation. Bus is simply a group of wires. You can simply design a bus from here. As you can see, I have made a simple example of bus. You can take it from here by clicking simply on this icon, dragging it on the workspace, and then clicking it here again. You can simply make this bus operative. Here you can see how the connections should be made. The connections should be made by simply, here I have taken a VCC, a simple SPST switch, and connected through here. As you can see, whenever you will connect it, you can have a simple dialog box like here, and you can get it like I1. Get it like I1, press OK, then you can make the connection, namely I1. And how this input is connected through this input, it should be dragged here, click here, and click on I1 as you are wanting to connect I1 through this input, and then performing this. You can see here it is I1, here it is I1, and you can simply connect it here and operate it. Simple. Now to get function, low it is high, high it is low. Simple way. In this way, here it is also been made. This is D0, that means it is connected through this line to this line. It is connected to D1, this line through this line. It is connected to ground, that is this ground is connected here, and so on. Now I want to simulate the circuit and explain you how D0 through D7 lines will be transferred through the output Y depending upon the select lines. Now let me choose one select line value. That means I want to select D0 through the output, so I will select the select lines to 0 0 0, and the throwing keys are shown here as I, J and K for S0 is 1 and S2. S0 connected to ground, S1 connected to ground, and S2 also needs to be connected to ground. So it has been connected to ground. Now if D0 is high, then output should be high, and D0 is low, then the output should be low, right? Let's check if it happens or not. As you can see, D0 is high, output is high. If D0 is low, then output is low and it is high. It is simply complement of each other. Now if I select 1, that means D1 to go through the output, I will select simply 0 0 1. That means it should be 0, it should be 0, and A should be 1. So A should be 1. I will now select D1 line through the output. D1 is connected to VCC, so 1 is shown here, and D1 is 0, output is 0. Any other data lines will not have any effect on the outputs. As I am changing the D0 line, it is not having any change to the output. I am changing D2 line, is not having any change to the output, and so on. You can choose D7 by simply choosing 1 1 and 1 connections. You have simple D7, that is D7 is a mistake here. It should be key H. You can see here it is a mistake made by me. So this is all for multiplexing. You can simplify the circuit more and more by simplifying the diagram or simplifying the architecture, which will be shown in the next lecture onwards. So that's all for today. See you next time.